So here we can see the World Heritage Sites in India recognized by the UNESCO are 29 as of 212. During year 2012, 29 places were declared by World Heritage Sites in India by UNESCO. You know the full form of UNESCO. These are places of importance of cultural or natural heritage as described in the UNESCO World Heritage Convention established in 1972. So in the year 1972, UNESCO declared some places all over the world that should be included under World Heritage natural heritage sites. Understood? So here in this slide you can see in India some places are declared by UNESCO World Heritage Cultural and Natural Sites. So you can find in net also. So here you can see the picture Ajanta caves, monuments of Hampi, Humayun Tomb, Sun Temple, Konark, Manas Wildlife Sanctuary, Fatehpur Sikri, Khajuraho Temple, monuments, Buddhist monuments, Bihar, some temple in Bihar, Agra Fort, Chhatrapati Terminus, Nalanda University. So these are declared as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Now here Sumerian city state Ur regains control of its land and takes over all Mesopotamian political stability. It restored to the origin. Reserved in your lesson also. So this is also World Heritage Site, or this is the site which is there in which was related to old Sumerian civilization. Understood? So it is also declared by World Heritage Site by UNESCO. So these are the tablets, or you can say clay tablets. Here we can see what is inscribed there. So these are pictographs, or these were the script which were used during that time, during that civilization. Understood? So now this is Indian Museum Kolkata, which the Indian Museum at Kolkata was founded by Asiatic Society in 1814. Common Era. Nathaniel Wallich, a Danish botanist, was the founder and the first curator of the museum. Now the curator, it means the person who is in charge of a museum, library. Understood? A curator is a person or in charge which is there to look after the museum, or library which is there situated inside the museum. The photograph of the museum seen here is dated 1905, when the Britishers they ruled over our country. The museum has three main departments. Understood? The museum has three main departments. I am talking about Indian Museum Kolkata. And the departments include arts, archaeology and anthropology. Other affiliated departments are conservation, publication, photography, exhibition, presentation, model making, training, library, security. So these are the department in Indian Museum Kolkata which is there and which preserve so many documents and scripts. Now this is the picture Indian Archives of India, which is National Archives of India, which is situated in New Delhi. So you can see. Now children, affiliated professional fields, that means if we opt for applied history, what can be the professional fields, or what can be the profession which we can choose if we choose to study applied history? See, we can be it is related to knowledge of history can be supportive in decision making with regard to respective legal provision and public policies in the following fields. So there are so many professional fields related to applied history or public history, that is museum and archives. A person who is completed with a degree of applied history can apply in or can have a type of job, can use his knowledge to preserve so many documents and so many artifacts in the museum and archives. Preservation and conservation of historical sites. So he can apply his knowledge for preservation and conservation of historical sites with the help of local people. Tourism and hospitality, that means it is another field where this knowledge can be applied, and this is another professional field. Entertainment and mass media. So this is another field, entertainment and mass media, where we can apply our knowledge of history. Understood?